and number 12, Shanice Fitzsimons. And the full forward line today is number 13, Neve Riley, number 16, Sinead McKenna, and number 15, Orla Smith.
Number 1, Kerry Devlin. Number 2, Ashlyn Harvey.
Okay, we've just got the PA system here reading out the Armagh line out.
Number 4, Ellen Lavery.
So I'll just let her run through
Number
that.
5, Louise Toner. Number 6, Grania McWilliams. Number 7, Jenna McCann. Number 8, Michelle McCardle. Number 9, Leanne Donnelly. Number 10, Ciara Hill. Number 11, Bernie Murray. Number 12, Sinead Kiernan. Number 13, Rachel Mary. Number 14, Ciara Donnelly. Number 15, Emer Smith. Number 16, Catherine Bagan.
So Emer, the last time these two teams met was in the Premier Junior Championship final last December.
Yeah.
And Armagh came out on top. Cracking game. I don't know, were you there yourself?
I was actually commentating that game as well on Northern Sound back in Cavan, and fantastic game. It's just unfortunate on the day for Cavan that Armagh slipped away with that 1 point win, but a fantastic watch today last year, and hopefully today it'll just be as good.
Ciara Finnegan. Number 8, Claudia Keenan. Number 9, Rosie Crowe McKeever.
Yeah, it was a great day for all. So it was obviously from the Armagh side. It finished a 27-year drought from the last Premier Junior title that was won. And I suppose Cavan already had their All-Ireland Cup from the Nancy Murray last year. So
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to feel too sorry for Cavan on last year's defeat.
No, they Cavan done very well last year after coming back from 9 years of not playing County Camogie, and to come back and win an Ulster. You know, the Nancy Murray last year was a fantastic achievement for these girls, and then I suppose they just were driving on from there to into the Junior Premier final, and like that lost out to Armagh. So, I mean, they'll be coming back for some sweet revenge, I'd say, today.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we've got the captains, Ciara Donnelly for Armagh, and Erin Galligan, who's an immense player from Cavan. They're taking the toss with the referee, so I'm not sure what way it has went. And the rain is just starting to come on here, which I'm sure the players are delighted about. So the field looks in great nick here. On the Armagh team, there's I think 7 Greenmore representative, and this being their home pitch, they'll be feeling very comfortable on it. And just to note on the Armagh side, on the starting 15 today, there's 12 of the girls from the All-Ireland winning panel last year on the starting 15 today. Sorry? Well, I had them on numbers, I haven't heard. So the teams are having their last minute. It's just start now for the national anthem. Yes, the national anthem done, and the teams are now having their last minute tete-a-tetes, and the rain's getting even a little bit heavier here. So thank God we're under a bit of shelter.
Oh, I am absolutely delighted.
So Jimmy Greville's the management for the Cavan team. He was there with them last year as well, Emer.
Yeah.
He's steeped in camogie, I suppose, over the years.
Yeah, unbelievable. He has such passion for the game, and it's great to have a manager that has such passion, and he has real belief in these girls too. So I think the girls really respect him as a manager, even though sometimes he can be a bit crazy on the pitch, but that's just his passion and his drive for the game, which is great for us anyway. So
Yeah, I think that's one of the criteria for any management, to be a little bit crazy.
yeah, absolutely.
If they're sitting saying nothing, you'd be worried. But the Armagh management team is a new management team in this year, headed up by Matty Lennon from the Derry News Club, which is my own home club. And he's a very committed man, so he is. And great panel of girls, like great numbers turning out from this year, which is great. So we're just about ready for the throw in here. So Armagh are playing from right to left, down into the low end goals. And we have number 9 there, Leanne Donnelly, on the ball straight away. Passing it on there to Ciara Hill from the Greenmore Club. And Ciara's dispossessed there by the number 7 from Cavan. That's Ciara Finnegan. So with Ciara Hill back on the ball, passing it back out, but a little bit too long there. Goes to the number 11, Tina Riley. And that there's out for a line ball to Armagh. The rain still coming down here in Greenmore. So Ciara Hill lining up there just to take that line ball. Just didn't get enough elevation there on it really. So Shelley McGuigan is on the ball there now, trying to get possession back. Cavan are on the ball, and Shelley McGuigan has somehow got it. And a little bit of a trip there from the number 11, but nothing too sinister in that one. So a free in to Armagh, their first chance to get a score on the board. And we have Ciara Donnelly stepping up to take this. Ciara, soaring star from last year, and also the Junior Players Player of the Year. No mistake there from Ciara Donnelly. That's the first point on the board for Armagh. Cavan taking the puck out there. Great distance right past the midfield mark. And we've got the number 8 from Cavan, which is Clodagh Kinahan on the ball. And Cavan are driving through the Armagh defence.
It's a great score there from Clodagh Kinahan.
It's very hard to see. I wonder, can we move down? Can't see past these ones. So Kerry Devlin now taking the puck out for Armagh. Blocked down in the middle there by the Cavan player, and it's number 11, Tina Riley, on the ball again. Back to the number 5 for Cavan. And a great ball into the corner, so the goalkeeper has come off her line to try and protect that. And that has gone out for a wide ball, puck out to Armagh. So a shorter puck out, and it's went to the number 5, Louise Toner. And she's driven up the line at the far end of the pitch. We have Ciara Hill coming onto it, number 10 for Armagh, but her Cavan counterpart is on her. Number 13 there, Rachel Mary from the Greenmore Club, popping that ball in. Goalkeeper, great save there by the Cavan goalkeeper. Popped out to her defence, and her back line are clearing their lines, going to the number 7 there, which is Ciara Finnegan. Still with Ciara Finnegan for Cavan, trying to clear her lines in the defence there. Out then to Tina Riley. Tina's been on the ball quite a bit now since we've started. Armagh coming in to try and... Armagh just fouled the ball there. Actually fouled the player. The referee is give a free in to Cavan. I'm going to try and lift this down here. Can't see. Sorry, just relocating to get a better view of the pitch here, where our view's slightly obscured.
Okay, Clodagh, next ball.
So that was a wide ball there for Cavan. So score sitting at 1-1. Let's puck out with 3 Cavan players, so we have against the number 9 there for Armagh, which is Leon Donnelly. Gemma McCann on the ball there. And we have number 8 for Cavan, Clodagh. And that's a great score from Cavan by Clodagh Kinahan. Armagh weren't able to secure possession of that puck out, so they need to tighten up for Kerry's puck outs. So Kerry Devlin stepping up to take the puck out for Armagh. Great puck in there from Kerry. And again, swamped by the Cavan players. They're on the ball all the time. We've Gemma McCann, and that has went out for a line ball for Cavan.
Well done. Take your time now, over the bar, take your time.
From this point, I don't know if that'll go over the bar, Jimmy, but if it does, it deserves something.
He's optimistic.
So there's pushing the back from Cavan on the Armagh player, and that's free out to Armagh. Sigh of relief, I'm sure. Straight down to Ciara Hill. Ciara needs to track back to get possession of that ball. Cavan in possession and striking it back down that same line. And that's going to the number 13 for Cavan, which is Niamh Riley. A flighty little player, it seems.
Watch behind you, Ciara.
Cavan are taking apart this Armagh defence, and Armagh need to get themselves back in their shape. Aisling Harvey there contesting for that ball, and she's popped it out for 45 to Cavan. Score at the minute is 2 points to Cavan, 1 point to Armagh, and we have a 45 now for the Cavan team, which should result in another point for them.
Yeah, we'd like to think so now. Clodagh Kinahan's pretty good on her free taking this year, so see she's stepping up to take this 45 for Cavan.
We have instructions coming from the line here for the Cavan girls. Some of the players have great poises when they go to take their free take, and everyone has
Yeah, we
their
were
own
actually
style.
saying that the last day we were playing Armagh. The stance of some of the free takers was
Yeah,
you just never seen it before.
There from who was your free taker there?
Clodagh Kinahan from
Clodagh
Lara.
Kinahan. That there's a great point there from that 45. No mistake in that. Armagh went short to Gemma McCann, and then that's coming towards Leon Donnelly. But Leon's still working to try and get possession of that ball, and that ball has gone out for another line ball. So the line ball in Cavan's favour. We have the number 12 for Cavan, Shanice Fitzsimmons, coming up to take this line ball. Great line ball, but unfortunately picked up there by Bernie Murray from Armagh. Bernie is a very experienced player and has come back in this year. So Rachel Murray just fouled the player there by putting the stick up around her shoulder. So free out from the Armagh forward line for Cavan.
Yeah, it was good work there by Lauren Ellis. She read that ball well, coming in straight down the middle.
Great vision there in that ball from Cavan, straight to number 12.
Aideen Coyle stepped up to take that free. She's a fantastic free taker as well.
We've got the number 7, and with Cavan have a player inside. This is very dangerous, so Armagh need to deal with this. Kerry Devlin just popped that out there and is hoping her defence is going to clear them lines. And that has gone out for a wide ball. So Cavan definitely chomping at the bit here to get a win over Armagh following last year's defeat, it seems. Armagh need to make sure that they're holding their shape in order to challenge the Cavan attacks. That ball directed to Shelley McGuigan. And Shelley has fouled the player, number 8, which is Clodagh Kinahan. Clodagh Kinahan's featuring a lot of, I'm saying her name an awful lot.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. She's a fantastic player now, Clodagh, and she has her sister playing alongside her today, Niamh Keenan as well. Niamh Keenan was the player of the match there 2 weeks ago when we played in the final against Mayo, the league final. So
Exactly, yes, she's picked up the Division 4 league title there a couple of weeks ago,
yeah,
so congratulations on that. And unfortunately, that their ball has gone wide for Clodagh, which wouldn't be characteristic of her, I'm sure. So Armagh need to stand up and make sure they're winning this puck out. So a little tap on there by Shelley McGuigan. And referee deemed that Cavan were holding Bernie Murray, so it's a free up to Armagh. And Armagh really need to convert this into a score. The score is at the moment Cavan 3 points, Armagh 1 point, and there's 10 minutes gone in this game. So that ball directed down to Rachel Murray. Rachel trying to scramble to get that ball. Ciara Hill coming in to assist. And then we have Bernie Murray there helping as well. Popped over to the number 12, which is Sinead Kiernan from the Madden Club. So there's a bit of footballing going on here. Cavan are great footballers as well, I believe.
yeah.
And I'd say a lot of these girls are dual players, Emer, are they?
Yeah, well, we have 5 dual players actually for Cavan football as well. Ciara Finnegan there in the middle of the field is one, and then you have Niamh Keenan, so over the far side of the pitch there, she's the second one. Sinead McKenna in the full forward there. Shanice Fitzsimons here on our wing, and then you have Roisin O'Keefe, who's actually injured as well. So,
and that's Ciara Donnelly stepped up to take that free, and that has gone over the bar. No mistake in there from Ciara Donnelly. So that's 2 points to Armagh and 3 points to Cavan. The rain is coming down even heavier now. We're moving about to try and keep our pages dry and all the rest. So ball's down into the Cavan half forward. There's been a collision there between two players. It's number 5, which is Niamh Kinahan, and the number 7 for Armagh, which is Gemma McCann. So Gemma McCann looking to be in a bit of discomfort there. Hopefully both players are okay. In fact, I think it was number 15, not number 5 for Cavan, which is Orla
number
Smith.
15.
So Gemma's still on the ground there, being tended to by the Armagh backroom team. Hopefully she'll be up and at it very shortly. We had a very wet, miserable day here in Greenmore, but good crowd gathered to watch these girls in this Ulster semi-final. The winners of this game will face the Antrim Seconds team in the final, I believe. Antrim Seconds were to play Derry Seconds, but Derry have pulled out of the competition. So the final is it next week?
Next Saturday, yeah.
So all the games are in very quick succession in this Ulster competition. There's Gemma McCann is back up on her feet, so hopefully she will be able to progress. So this is a free in for the Cavan team. And crossfield ball played there, very smart ball. Sorry, papers and everything blowing all over the place here. So Armagh fighting to get this ball out of their defence. That's headed to Ciara Hill. But the number 11 for Cavan has picked up and unfortunately popped it out. So that is an Armagh sideline ball. Jimmy Gravel's looking a bit wet down there. Maybe need to put a wee rain jacket on him. Don't want him getting the cold.
I'm absolutely delighted I'm covered today.
So Cavan have picked up the ball from that free. So Ciara Hill's on the ball here. So Ciara's that was a hefty collision. Hefty collision with Ciara Hill and the Cavan.
And Tina Riley there, number 11.
I'd say she's a bit winded after that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just looked like she was, Armagh was just running with the ball there and Tina just stood her up. And now she's getting a yellow card. Like, I don't see that as a yellow card, but I suppose we're not the referee on the day.
Yeah, it's It's a hard one to call if they're obstructing or if they're charging. I think it's one of the most difficult things for a referee to get right, because, as you rightly said, there's nothing wrong with standing up. If the player
it just
runs
looked
into
like she
you.
literally just ran into her. So
Yeah. But the saying is the customer's always right. We'll say the referee's always
Exactly.
right, except when he's wrong.
exactly.
There's Ciara Hill's back up, and Ciara Donnelly, the number 14 for Armagh, starting to take this free.
That's a great strike.
That's a great ball going in, but it's dropping. And it's dealt with there by the Cavan, but Bernie Murray is dispossessed. And we have the number 15 coming in there for Armagh. Rachel Mary coming. Rachel's been blocked down, and Cavan are coming out with the ball out of their defence. Armagh still there fighting. We've got Ciara Donnelly on the ball now, number 14, but Ciara's tipped her in the back, and that is a free out to Cavan. And that was great work by the Cavan defence there to clear their lines.
Honestly, I think we need an umbrella now in here too.
I don't know how waterproof our shelter is, but we are getting wet. So sorry, I just missed there. Another point for the Cavan team. So that's Cavan at 4 points and Armagh 2 points. We haven't never seen who got it. And just to mention, I have my son doing umpire down at that goal mouth there. Big shout out to Cahill. I'm glad I'm here and you're there. And there's the puck out from Armagh, and that's headed for Sinead Kiernan. Two Cavan people. Cavan are all over the ball here. So Armagh need to sort themselves out. Sinead Kiernan, Gemma McCann, both chasing this ball. A great pass over to the number 8 for Cavan, and she's going to pop that in and straight over the bar. Great score by Cavan. And that was Tina Riley, got that last score for the Cavan team there. We're back to Kerry Devlin for the Armagh puck out. And the puck out's heading to Ciara Hill from Greenmore, and just tipped down by the Cavan player. We have Shelley McCardle now on the ball. And again, Shelley's on the ball, and she's playing a crossfield ball. But the Cavan player is winning the battle against Gemma. And straight down, Leanne Donnelly Stanton. But she needs to get down over that ball and get possession. Gemma McCann has done that, but unfortunately she has just hit that ball out and over the line for a Cavan line ball. So we have the number 5 for Cavan, Niamh Kinahan, who's starting up to take this sideline. A great sideline, blocked out by Gemma McCann, and Gemma's going to try and get possession and pop that ball up into Armagh possession. And Shelley McCardle has got it and played a great ball. Ciara Hill standing behind her player there. She needs to attack that ball when it's coming her direction. So Cavan doing great work on dispossessing the Armagh Camogues. So 3 to Cavan. And that ball's being sent in and dropping down in the danger zone. Ashlyn Harvey from Katie there has just picked that ball up and is coming out to clear her lines. That's heading up in Leanne Donnelly's direction. Heading towards the line, so it's who's going to win the race. So that's grand. Bernie Murray's come up here. Bernie's fighting to get that ball in front of her. Sinead Kiernan's got possession of the ball, but there's 3 players after. Pop that ball into Rachel Murray. Ciara Donnelly's now on the wing there. We have Emer Smith from Balmacnabb in there fighting to get possession of the ball, but Cavan are in possession of the ball in that defence and popping it out. Unfortunately, come to an Armagh player. So that's popped across, but there's no one from Armagh there to block that down, or so the ball runs wide. So we're at 18 minutes, and the referees just blew for the water break. So it's Armagh 2 and Cavan 5 points. Emer, Cavan working well there in that first 18 minutes of the game there.
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic game, and especially in the conditions that it is in, like it's absolutely lashing down here, and they're doing very well. Like the ball's going to be very heavy, their sticks are going to be heavy, you know, their feet are going to be heavy and running in the range, you know, like so they're doing very well to be ahead, and Do you know, it's a good game to watch,
the
actually.
Cavan game plan, the same to wherever Armagh are putting their puck outs, there seems to be at least 2 players from Cavan, you know, who are
Yeah, I think
reading that
Cavan have
ball.
really learned after last
Yeah.
year losing against them. I think they've really learned and stepped up their mark this year. So
Yeah.
it's good to see, and
So
let's hope they keep pushing on.
this water break, Matty Lennon will have some words for the girls and what he wants changed or done differently. My counterpart, Damien McCullough, who normally commentates, says that he doesn't know if he agrees with this water break. He says it's more a momentum break. It breaks up the momentum of the game, sometimes in favour of teams and sometimes to the detriment of teams.
Yeah, that's true enough, like, I suppose. But do you know, it like the last couple of weeks there, girls have been playing games in serious hot weather conditions, like, and my opinion was the water break was the right thing to do,
Yeah.
because girls are tired. They're playing games, they're playing football, they're playing camogie, like, every day they've something on, like, you know. So I don't see the problem with the water break. Now, I suppose on a day like that when it's lashing rain and, you know, they can run on with water, I suppose it's not much need for a water break. But
Yeah.
I agree with the water break, I have to say, and I think it does give girls a chance to get a bit of a breather.
How's your domestic competition going in Cavan, your leagues and that? Have you them up and running at your senior
Yeah,
level?
yeah. Well, so all of our teams in Cavan are playing all the same league, the senior league, just because there's so many county players not able to play, and it gives girls a chance, I suppose, that don't get starting on championship teams to get game time too. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's great to see, and it's going very well in Cavan, I have to say. So,
Very good, which is great to see as well, because
Yeah.
she did have a few difficult years and getting camogie back to the forefront.
yeah, absolutely.
There's a heavy clash there. Bernie Murray being spoken to by the referee, and he has his book out. I'm not sure who's down there for the Cavan team. There's a yellow card for Bernie Murray. Challenge is possibly slightly late there, Emer.
Yeah, that's I think it's Niamh Keenan down on the ground there at the minute, and that's not a good sign.
Shanice! Go central for this, go central!
The rain has eased off, so hopefully we'll have a drier second part to this first half. So Cavan, number 9.
Number 8, Clodagh Keenan,
stepping
her
up to
sister.
take the free. So no doubt this will be popped straight into the danger zone.
Open it up, Niamh, open it up, Niamh! There, ball, Clodagh, well done.
Ball dropping down. Armagh defence need to deal with this. So Aisling Harvey from Katie has got possession, popped it out there. Run through the legs of Shelley McArdle. Back in Cavan possession. Clodagh Kinahan back in possession for Cavan. Popped it over to the number 7 for Cavan, and that is going over the bar. The number 7 from Cavan is Ciara Finnegan. So 6 points now to Cavan, to Armagh's 2 points. Armagh's 2 points both coming from place ball from frees. Kerry Devlin on the puck out again, and that's headed to Shelley McArdle. So Shelley's in possession, she's playing a crossfield ball. So Gemma McCann's on here. Grip ball down in by Niamh Kinahan, down to the number 15, and it'll be a race to see if she can keep this in, which she can. Just a foul on the ball there, where she threw it up and caught it. Just a moment of panic maybe. So a let off for Armagh, and the goalkeeper Kerry Devlin will, I'm sure, step up to take this free out. No, we have the number 6, Grania McWilliams. Grania McWilliams back in this year on the Armagh team. Great asset to them. She was out last year due to having her baby, but back and performing well this year. Gemma McCann fighting to get that ball. And we have Gemma back on the ball again, trying to get possession, but marshalled by 2 players. And Aisling Harvey in possession and 3 players around her, 3 Cavan players around her. So Armagh just committing a foul there on the player, and that's going to be a free in to the Cavan team.
That was a foul there on Neve Keenan, who was trying to run with the ball there. So
Yeah.
Clodagh, her sister again, is stepping up to take a free just inside the 45-metre line.
We had a little pause in the rain there for about, what, 3 minutes? And it's back on again. Our cameraman's looking decidedly wet. He's not underneath the shelter. But as long as the equipment doesn't get damaged.
Just slightly
And
off to
that
the left
ball
there and
has
wide.
gone wide. Clodagh will be disappointed with that. So the score remains at 6 points to Cavan, 2 points to Armagh. And we have 24 minutes, almost 25 minutes gone in this first half. So short ball by Kerry Devlin, directed at Louise Toner there. Louise struggling to get it up into possession, but she's working very hard. Then she's Aisling Harvey there to help her. But the Cavan players have now got possession and they are running. We have number 11 and a great block down there by the Armagh defence. I'm not sure who got the stick on that. So Aisling Harvey on the ball here, and she needs to take a wee look, make sure she's placing it to one of her own players. So there's players on the ground and we're trying to scrabble to get it up. So referee has deemed a free. Foul was committed against the Armagh player by Cavan and has given a free to Armagh. Grania Kelly McWilliams stepping up to take that, directed at Bernie Murray. But Cavan have dispossessed her. Back now with Grania McWilliams, and she spotted Gemma McCanfrey on this wing. Gemma, that's just run past Gemma. So she needs to low ball put down into the corner here to the Cavan players, number 16. And that they're directed in at Kerry Devlin. Kerry blocking it out. Her defence need to tidy that up. And so Cavan still on the ball here. And the Armagh defence working very hard to try and get it out. Cavan still in possession, passing it back out, number 7 on the ball, and that is being popped over.
Well done.
And that is another point for Armagh, and that was scored by
Ciara Finnegan.
Ciara Finnegan,
Number 7.
who's the number 7 for Cavan. So we're 7 points to 2 in favour of Cavan on this very wet day here at St Mary's GSC in Greenmore. Kerry Devlin stepping up to take the puck out, went low and the Cavan player blocked it out and has breaking through, heading for goal. There's a free player there. Kerry has come off her line and tapped that out. Louise Toner has got possession and driving it up the line. Ciara Hill's coming towards it, but there is Cavan players there to pick up the ball and it's popped straight back in, but unfortunately the direction was a wee bit wayward on that one and it has gone to the left and wide. Kerry Devlin on the puck out again, headed towards Shelley McGuigan, Shelley McCardle, and now to Bernie Murray. Bernie's trying to get over the ball. There's 3 players around Bernie, and Bernie has been done for overcarrying there. So again, a free in to Cavan. The rain is easing again, so we'll see how long for this time, Emer.
Sorry?
The rain is easing again, but we'll see how long for this time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm putting the umbrella up and down here. Yeah, hopefully. Just for the girls, like, you know, it's horrible playing in wet weather, and especially when it's lashing down on top of you. It's just, it's not nice, but look, they have a job to do and they're getting on with it on both sides, so hopefully it'll stay off for a while.
Probably start off at half time and come back on the start of the second half.
Probably, yeah. It's very unpredictable up here in Armagh, is it?
Definitely, very unpredictable.
I think that's actually Tina Riley getting attended to over there at the physio, Donal Brierdy from Crishlaw.
Yeah, hopefully it's nothing too serious and she'll
I think she looks
continue
okay.
what she is,
Yeah.
I think. We have another free coming up here in the stance of Clodagh.
Yep.
And she's went low this time and down to the left-hand side, to the left-hand corner. Number 15 has got possession of that ball and is driving her way in.
Oh, that was very harsh.
So there's a free out there. Is that for?
He's done it for overcarrying.
Overcarrying.
I mean,
And there must have been a little bit of dissent because the referee is now moving the ball forward. That's one thing, I suppose, in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. I know
I'd say
all
we're
about
all
it.
guilty of it. So Grania McWilliams stepping up to take this and fired it in. 2 Cavan players there and a third Cavan player who has got it. Bernie Murray trying to get possession of it.
Ooh.
And push. So it's free to Armagh. So we have Ciara Hill stepping up to take this one. Armagh really need to get another score on the board. And that one's... So Bernie Murray's in possession of it. And Bernie Murray has popped that one over the bar and a score for Armagh, which is much needed before the end of this first half. Score now sitting at Cavan 7 points, Armagh 3 points. So that's Armagh's first score from play. So Aisling Harvey out in front to get this ball, and she's driving forward, passing it off there to Sinead Kiernan, popping it down the line to Rachel Murray, bounced off Rachel's stick. Referee deems that she was fouled by the Cavan player, so that's another free in to Armagh. So we have Ciara Donnelly who's stepping up to take this free.
Yeah, Ciara Donnelly and Leanne Donnelly, I think the sisters were very dangerous when they were playing us against last year in Breffni. So
they had immense games, 2
yeah, they were
immense
unbelievable.
players.
Yeah.
You know, but like both of them picked up the Soaring Stars last year, and as I said earlier, Ciara got the Players Player of the Year, which I think is an even better accolade than a Soaring Star because it's your fellow players are selecting you. So
absolutely.
Stepping up to take this, and just has slid off the stick a little on her, and that has went to the left and wide. Very unlike Ciara. So Cavan now preparing for the puck out. Cavan keeper Laura Bambrick. And that's dropping down here. It's bypassed a bunch of players, so Cavan trying to get possession of it. With Aisling Harvey in there for Armagh. And Leanne Donnelly, who we've just spoke about with the number 7, Ciara Finnegan, and the number 5, Neve. And that there's popped on. And there's just a slight collision there on Bernie Murray. So just down here in front of us, so the Armagh physio's out with Bernie, and the referees having words here with the management. Jimmy Gravel and one of the Armagh backroom team. Not sure what's going on, but so Jimmy's giving instructions here for who's taking this free in for the Cavan team, and it's going to be the number 16, which is Sinead McKenna. And he's directed Clodagh Kennahan to go on in, so that's popped out to the wing there. And down in the corner here, Armagh have got possession, so popped it out there to the number 6, Grania McWilliams, and Grania's driving us straight up the line, so Armagh fighting to get this ball with the number 6. And Armagh have just tipped that off the Cavan stick, which is a line ball for Cavan. So, talk about taking a short one here, but the referee has put a stop to that one. Making sure they're the appropriate distance away. Excellent sideline ball, but it has went straight to the Armagh number 6, which is Grania McWilliams, and just took a little bit much out of that ball. Cavan in possession now, number 16. And the referee has given a through ball there against Cavan. Excellent sideline ball. Oh, God. So Armagh back on the ball here. The number 15, who's Emer Smith from the Ballymacnab club. And Emer has been fouled over in that right-hand corner. So Ciara Donnelly heading over to take the free for Armagh. So just on our live stream, we have 252 people tuning in at the minute, which is brilliant.
To listen to me.
Listening to us. What more would you be doing on a Sunday
Exactly.
than listening to Emer and Mary?
Exactly.
And that ball has gone wide. It's the second wide for Ciara there in quick succession. So Armagh need to settle down on the ball. So Cavan puck out by Laura Bambrick there again. Ciara Hill has cut it out. Ciara driving forward. And Ciara going for a punt, dropping in low. Goalie's in control of it there. So Anne puts it out to the left wing here, to the number 11. We have Leanne Donnelly and Sinead Kiernan tracking her to try and get possession back. Passes went wayward. So number 12, Sinead Kiernan. That's been picked up by Cavan again. And the ball's gone loose in the middle here, so it's who's going to be there quickest. And that's Gemma McCann has won the race but didn't win possession. Number 8 has possession, and that's drove in by the number 16 down to the right hand corner. And we have number 16 for Cavan there. We have 3 Armagh players around trying to get possession of that ball. And Armagh walking out. There's Louise Toner from Ballymacnab walking out with it, and she needs to get rid of that ball. So blocked down by Cavan there. So Cavan still in control of the ball and popped in with number 11 in there. So the Armagh defence are popping it back out to this right hand wing. We've got number 5, Niamh Kinahan here on the ball. Really should be keeping the ball away from her. That's popped in and unfortunately gone wide. Oh no, it hasn't. It's been tipped by the goalkeeper's stick, it seems. So that's a 45 for Cavan.
Yeah, I think that did come off the goalie's hurl in fairness, so it's a good call there by the umpire. I don't know what's happening there now.
I'm not sure what's going on. There's a lot of management teams on and off, and should they be on, should they be off? So they all need to just keep things cool, wait for the break and recompose themselves. So free in for the Cavan team, pretty much in front of the post, so it shouldn't be a problem for Clodagh Kinahan to pop this one over the bar. Slightly slipped off the stick and into the Armagh defender's hand there, and that's the referee blowing for the half-time break. So Emer, an eventful first half. Cavan really putting it up to Armagh here in St Mary's GSE in Grahamore. They definitely are up for it and fighting for every single ball there, so they are.
Yeah, absolutely. Cavan are doing really, really well, fighting in hard conditions, like slipping all over the place. Balls heavy, sticks heavy, feet heavy, so they're doing very, very well to be up on a scoreline there of 7 points to 3. Like, so, you know, we'll take this and we'll push on, I'm sure, in the second half then again. Like, so, like I said at the start of the game, Cavan's here for sweet revenge, so it's looking good for us so far, so hopefully it keeps going.
Well, now 4 points in a hurling or camogie game is not a big
It's
gap.
nothing
It's a couple of pucks
camogie.
of the ball, so
Yeah.
from my perspective, I'm hoping that Armagh will regroup and come out in the second half gunning against Cavan. So we're going to take a wee short break here, so we are, to go and get a bit of water and discuss what we're going to talk about in the second half. And we'll see you all back here for the second half.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
And welcome back here to St Mary's GSE in Greenmore, where we're about to start the second half of this Ulster semi-final between Cavan and Armagh. Ball's been thrown in there. Shelley McCardle for Armagh has got the ball. It's run past Ciara Hill there. Number 10 from Cavan has picked the ball up there. Isha O'Reilly being blocked down there by Armagh. So still trying to get possession of that ball. And Ciara Hill trying to get it up, but there we have Leanne Donnelly coming through there now. So 3 on.
Perfect.
Yeah, Leanne Donnelly getting a free there. Deemed to be fouled by the referee. So we have a change in the Armagh team. Number 24, Emer Hayes, is replacing number 7, Gemma McCann, in the back line. I don't think there's any changes on the Cavan team. So Rachel Mary, number 13, stepping up to take this free. And that is up and over the bar. There's Rachel's home ground, so I'd say she's practiced that an awful lot. So that's a point on the board for Armagh. Good start to the first half. Ciara Hill has won that Cavan puck out, popping the ball in there to the number 11 Bernie Murray, but that's going to run to the left and wide. Just run too far for Bernie Murray to get on it. So the Cavan keeper Laura Bambrick stepping up now to take the puck out again. Armagh trying to cover all bases here, and that's coming Ciara Hill's direction again, but the number 11 from Cavan's there. We've Shelley McCardle on it, popping it off there to Leanne Donnelly, who's popping it off to her sister Ciara Donnelly. And Ciara Donnelly, there's no mistake there, she has put that over the bar. So the Armagh management, whatever they've said at half time, the Armagh team have come out here fighting in this second half. Laura again stepping up to take the puck out. Scores 7 points to 5 points in favour of Cavan. So a short one taken there. It runs through to Sinead Kiernan, but the number 7 popped it up too high, and the number 7 has pinched it off her. So we have Grania McWilliams for Armagh, number 6, and I'm not sure if that's going to be a line ball or a free. Seems it's a line ball to Cavan on the far side of the pitch here in Greenmore. So the rain has eased off a wee bit for us, thankfully. It's still a little bit, but we can deal with that. So it's Emer Hayes on the ball there, and a great puck right down the left-hand side of the pitch. No one there, so it's Cavan, number 9, has run onto that ball and popped it across to
Shanice Fitzsimons there.
So we have Shelley again on the ball. Ball's just going a little bit too far in some cases. Leanne Donnelly there pulling on the ball, but Cavan come out better on that tackle. So that's popped in there to the number 15 for Cavan, which is Orla Smith. And she's sending it in there. So Aisling Harvey from Armagh plays for the Katie Club. And Ciara Hill up for that there ball, but wasn't able to secure, but has now secured. And she's driving forward and popped it off there to Ciara Donnelly. Great interplay there, and that is another point over the bar there for Ciara Donnelly. So the gap is closing here in Greenmore. Armagh 6 points and Cavan 7 points. Still a long way to go in this game, and it's setting up to be a very exciting second half here in Greenmore. Puck out on the left to the left-hand side of the pitch. Sinead Kiernan trying to get possession of that ball, but the number 9 from Cavan wins that battle. And popped across there too. So number 8. So Cavan are popped. They have a lineup of players that are willing to take the passes. Armagh need to close up off them opportunities. So Armagh trying to get possession here to clear this. And the referee has deemed Grania McWilliams to be fouled there by the Cavan player. Grania stepping up to take the free and drives it straight down that left side again. So Rachel Mary let the ball run by, and she's went back on it, and she's driving through there. That's been cut out there by the Cavan defence. And Bernie Murray still tracking her player. And again, a bit of football straight to Leanne Donnelly, and Leanne is driving that ball in. And unfortunately, that has gone to the right and wide. So Laura's a wee bit busier now in the second half, Emer, than she was in the first half, which for me is great to see. But
Yeah, it's not good for me now, I have to say. Cavan just seem to have to just find their feet again and put their gears, step their gears up a bit.
that's Cavan in possession. They're driving forward. Armagh trying to cut out the attack, and that there's a chop down by the Cavan player on Shelley McCardle. We're going to make a substitution here on the Cavan team. I think it's number 24 for Cavan coming on.
Yeah, Elaine Brady there from Castletower is coming on for number 15, Orla Smith from Cushla.
And Orla Smith, the number 15 for Cavan, has had a great game there today, so she has. So Elaine has a lot to match up to here when being introduced to this game. So the free into Armagh has been took by Emer Hayes. And again, straight down that line. And Rachel, a little bit of a nudge on the Cavan player's back. So a free out to Cavan.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of push there on Kiva Clark there. So Aileen Coyle, I think, is stepping up to take this free. Aileen's just looking for somebody to hit this ball to. She hits it down the wing there to Sinead McKenna on the far wing. It's a lovely block out there by Armagh.
I just want to give a shout out to it's great to have this game going live. And a shout out to Mac AV here, providing all of the technology to get this game out live to all our viewers at home. We have Nevin on camera, and he's pretty glad to see the sun out here a wee bit. He's dry him off. And Darren, he's very comfy in the van, away from all of the rain and all the elements. So thanks very much, guys, for your assistance in getting this game out live.
It's a foul there on Shanice Fitzsimons. Sinead McKenna is going over to take that free.
So Cavan's free in, and that there's a dropping ball, very dangerous ball. Cavan trying to get possession of it, Armagh trying to clear their lines. So Cavan players are fighting hard to get that ball. Cavan in possession, Armagh are trying to close down the player. Armagh in possession and clearing their lines. Good work by the Armagh defence. And Ciara Hill on the ball here again. She has trying to get possession. She's been followed by 3 Cavan players. So it's back to Shelley. Partial block there. And Leanne Donnelly has picked that ball up there for Armagh. Down that there same left hand line again. Rachel Mary trying to get possession, but her counterpart out in front of her. So Cavan have put that ball out there for a line ball to Armagh. I think it's the number 4 for.
Yeah, Kiva Clark, I think, just hit that out over the line.
But good work in getting out in front. Leanne Donnelly just didn't get any elevation on that at all. Straight to the Cavan player. Great block there by Shelley McCardle. But the referee has deemed the player to be fouled, and it's going to be a free to Cavan.
I think Ciara Finnegan just got hurt in that wee collision there as well. She's just on the ground, waiting to be tended by the physio.
We've got 278 tuning in. If you're tuning in from anywhere outside Ireland, put a wee comment up, we'll give you a shout out. I'm sure there's plenty of Cavan and Armagh Gaels further afield who are tuning in to see their respective teams playing in this Ulster semi-final, being brought to you live from St Mary's GSA in Graymore. And just in this break and play, we shout out to the Graymore Club for the excellent facilities they're providing here today, and the Armagh executive and Cavan executives for all the planning to make sure that this game goes out live and preparations are all in order. Yeah, so we've got people tuning in from California. I'd say they're not having the rain we're having today. That's Francis Nixon Priest. Welcome, and I'm glad you're joining us from California. So back to the game here. Ciara Hill's back on the ball, trying to get possession. But again, Cavan fighting hard. So we have Aisling Harvey trying to... Number 8, that's Clodagh. And Clodagh has popped that in and over the bar for an excellent score. That's great work by Cavan. A shout out to Gail Donnelly McAlinton tuning in from Philadelphia. So Armagh puck out is won there by the number 9 Leon Donnelly and popped across to the number 18 for Armagh. So there's been a change in the Armagh team. 18 is Katie Convey and she has come on. So Rachel Mary on the ball here. Well fought for Armagh. That's the line ball for the Cavan team. Number 18. So number 18, Katie Convey, has come on the Armagh team. And I'm just taking a look to see who she has replaced in that forward line. The sideline ball there has gone to Louise Toner here for Armagh. Again, 4 players around the ball trying to get it up, all fighting very hard. So great work there. Just cross the ball over to the other side of the pitch. We've got Emer Hayes for Armagh and the number 12 for Cavan. Just Shanice Fitzsimmons. Again, there's Cavan fighting hard to get that ball, but unfortunately a little nudge in the back of Grania McWilliams results in a free for Armagh. So I think Katie Convey has come on to replace Sinead Kiernan on the Armagh team. Grania McWilliams clearing that ball out of the Armagh defence down the line. And Leon Donnelly's now trying to get this ball picked up and driving forward. But not going to do it too easy. The number 7 from Cavan done a great job there dispossessing Leon. And the Cavan are popping it across. Great interplay. And number 12, Shanice, has won a free for Cavan due to being pulled back slightly by the Armagh player.
There's a yellow card issued there as well for
the Armagh player, number 24, which is Emer Hayes. Emer's just come on there in the second half. So, and that is another pretty easy point there for Cavan. So the scoreline sits at 9 points to Cavan and 6 points to Armagh. We've got people. Oh. Sorry,
paper flying everywhere here.
So Armagh in possession of the ball. Shelley McCardle, and she's popped it across just a little bit far for Ciara Hill. Ciara, though, has fought hard for that ball. Got possession. There's 5 players around Ciara Hill. There's very little Armagh support there, but Shelley McCardle's come in there to give her help. And Shelley's on the ground on all fours trying to get that ball up. There's a battle there for who wants that ball. So, not sure what. Well, there's a bit of dissent going on there, and the referee has brought the ball forward.
I think that was very harsh free. Now he done Lauren there for over carrying the ball, and I think she only had the ball in her hand, literally.
The view could have been obstructed there for what the referee could see or not see, but As always, the referee's decision's final. We're looking at
Literally
pieces
ripped.
of paper here and they're extremely wet.
It's just falling apart in my hands at the minute.
So, just a few more shout outs before we start. We have people from England, from Brixham in southwest England, Raymond Connor. We have Shelley McCardle's Uncle Edward's watching from Gloucester. So
Let her off! Let her off!
it's Rachel Murray has just put that free to the right and wide, which is disappointing. Got people tuning in from Dublin as well. So the puck out there, Ciara Hill tried to secure it but didn't. Cavan on the attack again. Cavan hitting it up into the space. Number 12 for Cavan. Shanice Fitzsimmons is running onto that ball. Trying to be blocked down here. Great ball in there by Cavan, and the Armagh defence working hard to get that out. So we have Nicola Woods from the Middletown club there. Popped it off to Grania McWilliams and has drove it straight down. This went past about 3 players there, both Cavan and Armagh. So Armagh need to get possession of this here. It's very crowded in around that ball. No matter where the ball is, there's lots of bodies. Armagh popping that ball in, and unfortunately that's gone to the left and wide. The pressure put on by Cavan was effective there. So we're at the water break now in the second half. As the girls are well in need of the water break at this point. It's been a hectic first 15 minutes there, Emer.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Armagh really came out there driving. They got the first 3 points off the second half straight away. I wrote down here in front of me they scored the first 3 points in the first 3 minutes of that second half. But Cavan, I think, have really managed to calm them down now and find their feet again. So Cavan are driving now with points there from Clodagh Keane and Sinead McKenna with the free. So I think Cavan just need to keep going and drive on a bit more. But I mean, both sides are equally matched for this game. It's a fantastic game to be watching.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both hungry for a victory here today to progress to the Ulster Intermediate Championship final, where they will be meeting the Antrim second team, which will be next weekend. So still about 20 minutes before we know who's going to be meeting them there.
Well, here's hoping from a Cavan side.
I'm also hoping from an Armagh side as well, but sure, anyway.
Look, we won't fall out, Mary.
That's all part of the crack. We haven't started fighting yet, so we'll leave that to the ones on the field.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Shout out there to Gail Donnelly McAlinton tuning in from Philadelphia. So it's great. The live streaming of games, Emer, it's been such an addition now. I know COVID had a lot to do with us starting to stream so many games, but it's great for anyone who's living abroad and has a love of camogie or any of the Gaelic sports that we're able to deliver this game to them.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're doing the game justice today.
Yeah, hopefully. But it's just great. For people that wouldn't like driving long distances or whatever, they're able to watch the game from the comfort of their own home, and they're not out in the rain like we are. But it's great to be able to watch the game from home, and for so many people tuning in, thanks very much. It's great to see so many people looking from afar as well.
Yeah, so we've got Brian and Chris in New York giving good wishes to Cavan and Shanice Fitzsimmons.
Yeah.
So the referee about to throw the ball in here for the restart, or
I think it's a puck
no,
out
it's a
for
puck
Cavan.
out for the restart.
Yeah.
After this water break.
It's going to be an interesting 15 minutes now.
Yes, it'll be hot and heavy, I'm sure. So Leanne Donnelly going to catch up, but it just popped out of her hand. She has got possession now, and she's driving to Emer. Emer Hayes driving it down that left-hand wing there again, and Rachel just missing out there. Now she has got possession now though, so the referee has deemed that Rachel was being held, and that's a free in to Armagh. So the score here at the minute is 9 points to Cavan and 6 points to Armagh. And that's a point for Armagh from the free. That's scored by Rachel Murray there. That's 7 points to 9 points. So the management teams are getting animated down here on the sideline in front of us. So all to play for here in this last 15 minutes in Graham. That's a great puck out from Laura from the Cavan goalkeeper, and well fielded there by the Cavan number 7. So Emer Hayes is on trying to dispossess Shanice Armagh, and Emer Hayes been successful in doing that and drives that ball down that wing again towards Rachel Murray. Rachel trying to let us get by her and there is a little nudge which has resulted in a free there to Armagh. So again, a little bit of dissent going on, and the referee's moving that ball forward.
I think Cavan really need to hold their tongue here now, because
at this stage in the game, it's not worth giving away any easy scores on both sides.
But at the same time, I understand Nadine's frustration there. Like, it didn't look like a free from where I'm standing, but again, referee on the day.
And that there's a point there from Rachel Murray from that place ball, so that's us down to a 1 point margin. 8 points to Armagh, and 9 points to Cavan. So the minimum of margins in this game coming from Graham here, this Ulster intermediate semi-final. There's Katie Convey on the ball there. Louise Toner's coming in to try and get possession. We have a couple of Armagh ones that need to talk to each other. Cavan are walking out. And the Cavan player was obstructed on the way out there, and that's going to be a free up to Cavan. And we have the number 5 for Cavan, Niamh Kinahan, stepping up to take this free. So there's handbags at dawn here in front of us, but sure.
Yeah.
Well,
it's great to see.
It's a bit of entertainment for us.
Yeah.
So Gráinne McWilliams secured that ball in to take the pressure off Louise Toner.
Well done, Niamh.
Blocked out, so Armagh need to be on their toes here to get this ball further out of the defence. Cavan chasing and tackling.
Well done.
And Aisling Harvey there has been done for overcarrying, so that's going to be a free into the Cavan side. So we're going to give a wee shout out to Nancy Tierney, watching her granddaughter Shanice from home. So
Lovely.
hello, Granny Tierney. I'm sure you're immensely proud of your granddaughter Shanice. And we've got wee Nan Rafferty in Adelaide, Australia tuning in as well. So keep the messages coming in, folks, and we'll try to give you all a shout out. That's a dangerous ball in dropping, and Armagh need to clear them lines. Aisling Harvey's blocked down there. Great block by Cavan. So it popped out there to Ellen Lavery. Ellen's fumbled that ball. Aisling Harvey. It's passing it back in there. Probably wasn't the best option for Aisling. So we've got hooks and blocks going on all over the place here. Ball's out into the centre of the park, and the number 9 for Cavan was there all on her own. The Armagh player didn't get to her in time, but they're still fighting to try and get possession back of this ball. The number 7 hooked there by the number 15 Emer Smith for Armagh, and they're still fighting to get this ball, and a wee bit of a slip there. So Nicola Woods, the Armagh full back, took control of that there. And Shelley McCardle pumping that ball out, but again straight to the Cavan midfielder, number 8, which is number 8 is Clodagh Kinahan.
Yeah.
So
what a score there by Clodagh, or Niamh
Kinahan.
Kinahan.
Great score.
Great work there by the two sisters.
Puck out. Bernie Murray's in possession of the ball, and she's going to drive that ball in, but it's been partially blocked by Cavan. So we have Ciara Hill standing up to the player there. Cavan have the players there in numbers. And we switch of wing, and that there has run out over the far sideline, and that's going to be a line ball to Armagh. Leanne Donnelly, the number 9 for Armagh, stepping up to take this line ball. And a wee quick one to Emer Hayes. Just hasn't maybe worked out the way they'd planned it in their heads. But Leanne has the ball back and is driving forward. Very dangerous player when she goes on the attack. Passing it off to Rachel Murray. And Rachel Murray popping that over the bar. Great score from a very, very tight angle out on that right-hand line. So back to the minimum of margins, which is a point in it. So we have Cavan 10 points and Armagh 9 points. So puck out there again from Laura Bambrick. I was going to call her Laura Bambridge, give her a new name, but no, Laura Bambrick out to the midfield. Clodagh Kenahan in possession of the ball. Passed it off to number 7, and great interplay here by Cavan. They're making themselves available for the ball to be popped off. So Armagh fighting for this ball still, and the pressure there put on by Armagh has resulted in a wide ball there for the Cavan team. So we're 25 minutes gone in this second half, coming to you live from Greenmore. And ball has run past all the players there, but Cavan have their number 6 coming out from the back line, and they have their number 8, Clodagh, in the centre of the field, unmarked, popping the ball in. And again, the interplay here and popping off of the ball is great by Cavan. So Armagh chasing to get it. Kerry Devlin just took control of that ball. Great catch and switched it out. Oh, an accidental collision there by 2 Cavan players, so the referee's just going to stop play to make sure everyone's okay. Everyone was so focused on the ball, it resulted in an accidental collision there. So hoping that number 5, key player there for the Cavan team,
Niamh Keenahan,
hoping that she is okay after that little collision. She's took a couple of raps there the day, but I'd say she's a tough one.
She is definitely a tough girl, all right. She's having a fantastic game, so just hopefully she's all right.
So we have the number 16 for Cavan going off there, Emer.
Yeah, number 16, Sinead McKenna there, has been replaced, I think,
by
Hannah Fitzsimons. What number is she there?
Hannah Fitzsimons, 20?
Yeah, number 20 is coming on there. Hannah Fitzsimons, she's gone into the half-forward line along with her sister there, Shanice.
The ball popped in there by Armagh, blocked out by Cavan. Emer Smith is in possession, but the pressure is on there by Cavan, and she is dispossessed. Emer Hayes and the Cavan number 12 are fighting to get to that ball. Cavan won that race. Grania McWilliams is coming out here, take control of this ball, and she's going to drive that down that wing, straight into the hand of the number 12. That was great interception there by Cavan. So it's bypassed full back, so we're Aisling Harvey's in there trying to get that ball up and out of the danger zone for Armagh. And again, that's going straight back to the middle of the park, and we have straight into the hand of a Cavan player. So Katie Convey chasing here and got a slight hook. Louise Toner is trying to referees being questioned on so great hook in there by Ciara Hill. Cavan are fighting hard. That's the number 5 who's just involved in that wee bit of a collision earlier on. So we have Ciara Donnelly and Ciara Hill fighting to get possession of this ball for Armagh. Cavan are working very hard to disrupt the Armagh momentum here in trying to get possession of the ball. And Cavan come away with possession from that interaction. Should have been Ciara Hill's ball. And the referee is blown for over-carrying again. So
the referee's been very harsh on over-carrying of the ball today.
Yeah, it must be one of his little bugbears.
Yeah.
But
I think we have a girl down there for Armagh over the far side
Ciara
as well.
Hill's down on the far side there. She's just been tended to by the physio. But play is continuing. Free to Armagh. Grania McWilliams takes that and pops that down to that left-hand corner. So we've got Bernie Murray in possession. Armagh, I would think, would need to get somebody more in that danger zone. And Emer Smith was in the square, so that is a free out to Cavan for a square ball.
I think Lauren Bambrick actually got a good wrap there as well from the Armagh player.
The joys of being a goalkeeper. You get some terrible slaps.
Know all about it.
In
And
a different life.
I loved
that
every
long?
minute of it.
So numbers have gone up. Our commentary mustn't be that bad. We've 341 tuning in now, Emer.
Yay! Keep them coming, keep them coming.
We'll send a few more texts, pay people to tune in, get the numbers up.
Oh,
So the Cavan goalkeeper still getting tended to there by their physio. So the clock's telling us 30 minutes and 36 seconds. Scoreline is 9 points to Armagh, 10 points to Cavan. So this is going to be an exciting finish to this.
we have substitution there on the Armagh side as well coming on.
We have number 20 coming on for Armagh.
Number
And
5.
number 5 going off. So that's Orla Curry coming on there for Armagh, and Louise Toner, the number 5, going off. That's a free out taken by the Cavan keeper there. Armagh itching to get this ball. Bernie Murray has it. And can Bernie Murray pop this one over the bar? Yes, she can. And this game has now gone level. So we're in for... that was scored by Bernie Murray. Oh. I've just lost my Cavan line out, so I'm going to rely on Emer now for names.
No problem.
It's down on the sideline. The ball's out again, so this is going to be a very entertaining finish to this game here in Graymore. So Armagh trying to get possession of this ball. Cavan also trying very hard to get possession, and Cavan come out on top, popping the ball down, but that there goes as far as Grania McWilliams. Grania's going to have to work hard to get that ball moving forward. And we've got the number 15, is Emer Smith, driving that ball in to the corner there to Ciara Donnelly. And Ciara is going to try her arm at this. That's dropping in, and that's the goalkeeper has taken care of that really well for Cavan. So the ball's back out again to the number 9 for Cavan. And they are now going to go on a counter-attack here to try and squeeze the lead in this game. So again, that was a collision there, but I do believe that was an accidental collision as well. Both focused on the ball.
Yeah. It's Tina Riley down again. She's having some game, and she's after getting 3 or 4 wraps there today already, so hopefully she gets back up.
We're sitting at 32 minutes here. I haven't heard any call on injury time or anything like that as yet, Emer. And the game is all square here. 10 points to Armagh, 10 points to Cavan. So we're just discussing here among ourselves that potentially could be extra time if they have a final schedule for next Saturday. And our PRO from Armagh there, Orla, has just confirmed to me this game, if it's a draw at full time, will go to extra time.
I don't think I can take much more of this. It's too exciting.
So we're just waiting on the Cavan player to come back up, who's still being tended to there, so hopefully she is okay. So it's all to play for here for both teams, both wanting to get the win here today. An old friend of mine, Stephanie Owen, who's over in England, so she is, and she's just telling me she's keeping an eye on me. She'd be keeping an ear on me. You can't see me, you can only hear me, Stephanie. So, ball out again. Free wasn't a great free taken there by Grania McWilliams. Shelley McCardle's cut that ball out from Cavan, and she's going to drive that down the line and she's going to try and keep putting it in front of her. So just sticks flying all roads here from both teams. We've got Cavan and Armagh fighting hard to get this ball. Who's going to come out with the ball? So we've got the number 15, Emer Smith from Balmacnabb, has come out with the ball. And still fighting to get this ball. Both teams still fighting so hard to get this ball up. So it ends up in the Cavan hands, so it does. And that's going to be a free up to Cavan, so Armagh need to make sure their defence is as tight as it can be. So Armagh need to be tight on the players. Cavan will be vying here to get a score on the board to take the lead in this game again. So that ball is going down into this left-hand corner, and possession won there by Cavan, crossing into the centre. And the number 12 has it, and under pressure she has put that to the right and wide. That's very unfortunate for Cavan, but good pressure put on there by Armagh. So ball's going out again, and the referee has give a free to Armagh for a push in the back to Ciara Hill when she went up to field that ball. So it's animated animated expressions here from the line, from the management teams. There's a lot of passion being exuded here. He was asking if we're doing interviews, but I don't think we will be doing interviews. I'm not qualified to do an interview, I don't think.
No, that's not on my pay grade anyway. Definitely not.
So the free being taken here by Armagh. So we have number 16, Catherine Began, coming on the Armagh team. Not excited, I don't even know where I put my pen. Oh, it's in my pocket. So number 16 coming on, and we have coming off. I don't know who come off there. Leanne Donnelly's coming off there, number 9. So we have the number 16, Catherine Began, on in place of the number 9, Leanne Donnelly. So Ciara Donnelly stepping up to take this free and driving it right down into the danger zone. Armagh need to make something of this, and unfortunately that has gone to the left and wide. So we're 37 minutes on the clock here. There can't be much left, Emer.
I wouldn't think
and we're
so,
all
no.
square at 10 points to Armagh, 10 points to Cavan. So again, a clatter of bodies there trying to get possession of the ball. And the football skills of Cavan are being displayed there again, so they are. Shelley McCardle has picked that up and cut out there by Cavan. Very, very tightly making passes like that. Yes. So free in from the far side of the pitch to Cavan.
I can't cope.
Emer's hands on head here, so she has. So Armagh need to make sure that they have all bases covered here. Players picked up and try to fight off this attack.
Niamh Keenahan's going across to take this, and I would not like to be Niamh Keenahan at the minute.
It's a pressure shot for any player to be stepping up to be taken.
Yeah, definitely.
This is what they train for.
Here we go.
So that's dropping low, so it is. So the Armagh defence are going to have to clear that out. And Ellen Lavery from the Greenmore Club has popped that up that line. And oh, another hefty collision. A couple of bodies went down, and that's a sideline ball there to Cavan. So number 20 for Armagh, Orla Curry, and a couple of the Cavan girls. Just so Bernie Murray there in possession of that ball and driving that ball right down into the forward line for Armagh. Hand up there by Emer Smith. Rachel Murray in possession of the ball, and Rachel needs to pop that off to somebody. So Armagh need to run on through. There's Ciara Donnelly on the ball. Cavan in possession though. Ciara Donnelly fighting hard there to try and get back the possession of that ball. Yes. And that there's a free out to Cavan, so a let off for Cavan, and unfortunate for Armagh. So that there's popped out to the middle of the field, and there's 2 Armagh players standing. Bernie Murray's going to go for long range, and that has gone to the left and wide. Another missed opportunity, and the referee has just blown for full time. I think so. So I'm just waiting on confirmation for extra time, if there's extra time in this game here. I assume there will be, as the finals next. We're just going to get the attention of the lineswoman. Excuse me? Extra time? 10 minutes each off? Okay, yeah, so it is going to extra time here, so the girls are going to get a chance to get a wee breather, regroup. So we have at least 20 more minutes of exciting action here from Grimmoor. Um, yeah, so we're going to take a wee break here, get a bit of a drink, and maybe see if there's any buns hanging about, and we'll be back to you for the extra time in this Intermediate Championship semi-final. And welcome everyone back here to this Ulster Intermediate Championship semi-final in Greenmore between Armagh and Cavan. So the full time ended in a draw, so we're moving on now to extra time, which will be 10 minutes each way with a 5-minute break in the middle. So we'll see if this extra time can determine who will progress to the final. So the ball is thrown in there by the referee. So straight away free to Cavan there. Free taken by the number 7 for Cavan there down the left hand line, and so number 5 Niamh Kenahan has popped that to the left and wide. So the first opportunity, scoring opportunity there in this extra time, first stage of extra time, and has gone wide. Kerry Devlin taking the puck out there for Armagh, and there's a bit of a collision there. Shelley McCardle quickest to respond there to the breaking ball, and she is crossing that ball over to the number 20, which is Katie Convey. Armagh fighting hard. Ciara Hill's got the ball and just popped that to the number 18. They've gone in there to Ciara Donnelly, and Rachel Murray now in possession, and Rachel Murray has put that ball over the bar for Armagh. Sorry, it was Orla Curry was the number 20 there for Armagh. Katie Convey's number 18. Rachel Murray has popped that over the bar, so 1 point advantage to Armagh in this first stage of extra time. So Cavan keeper taking the puck out there, and blocked down by Ciara Hill. Emer Smith trying to gather that up, but still there all to play for. Emer Smith, maybe been a little bit late there with the stick coming across the Cavan number 10, and the referee's going to speak to Emer Smith. Emer Smith has picked up a yellow card there for that challenge on the number 10 from Cavan. The Cavan number 12 down below us here, Shanice, stepping up. That's a great job. She's got a name on the helmet. If they all had that, it would be fair and handy.
Yeah. If you can read it, it's hard to read them from a distance.
She's right down in front of us here on the line, and she's stepping up to get this free taken. And number 10's just getting a wee bit of treatment there for.
Yeah, that's
that
Isha
latest
Riley
collision.
there. She just took a knock there. She's been playing very well there in the whole way through the game. Shanice Fitzsimon's taking this free now.
So Shanice stepping up to take this free, and she's went low with it, and her teammate number 5, Niamh
Yeah.
Kenahan, and that has just dropped a little low and off the goalkeeper's stick there, and the Armagh full back trying to clear but didn't get that great of a connection with the ball. So Cavan in possession again. So Armagh need to.
I think the umpire has signalled that it was a score. The goalie must have flicked it out from behind the bar. It's a pity we don't have hockey high here today, but maybe some people can rewind it on their TV and see what's going on here.
So they're questioning whether this that last ball was actually over the bar when the goalkeeper scooped it out. So I'm not sure what the referee's final decision is. So he's doing a throw-in. I'm not sure what that.
I'm guessing the umpire or the referee has given it as a wide ball, so or no
So
score.
he's given
So
free out to Armagh there for a pull across the player.
it's exactly kind of the same situation that happened yesterday in Crow Park with was it Kilkenny and the Hawkeye was there. So
And down with Ciara Donnelly on the ball here. There's some unhappy people with regards to the referee's decisions here. That's Emer Smith on the ball, blocked down there by the number 6 for Cavan. Down in this corner, it's very hard for us to see it here, but we'll try and. So Bernie Murray was on the ball there, and a little bit of a nudge in the back, and that's resulted in a free into Armagh. So the score sitting here at Armagh 11 points, Cavan 10 points, and a free in for the Armagh team. Both teams working very hard to try and secure possession and scores in this first stage of extra time. So Rachel Mary, number 13 for Armagh, stepping up to take this free. And that's a great score from a very tight angle for Rachel Mary for Armagh. So that's increased the lead to 2 points for Armagh. So Rachel Mary pulling off that score from a tight angle from that free. So back to Laura for the puck out for Cavan. Cavan will be wanting to secure possession of this puck out. So it's dropping over. Emer Smith contesting that ball. And then we've got Ciara Hill on the ball and driving it down into Catherine Began for Armagh in the forward line. And it's just bounced off there. Emer Smith on the ball again. And unfortunately that didn't really go too far. We have Bernie Murray pick the ball up and she's going to go for the point, and that is straight over the bar. That's a 3-point lead for Armagh. 13 points to 10 points in favour of Armagh. Cavan working hard here, players free there looking for the puck out, and great fielding by the number 7 for Cavan. That's a couple of times she's fielded balls in the middle of the field. Great hand on her. Passed it on to Niamh Kenahan, number 5 for Cavan, and still driving forward. Niamh Kenahan's driving forward there. There's a bit of a space there, and she's found her teammate. Now that's popped off there to Grania McWilliams for Armagh, and she's cleared the lines out to Emer Hayes, and that's going to be drove into the danger zone for Cavan again. Ciara Donnelly got possession of this ball, and Ciara Donnelly's going to cross that ball over to Emer Smith, and that there is deemed to be a trip on Emer Smith, which is resulting in a free in. And another point there for Armagh. That was the number 13, Emer.
Yeah, Rachel Murray.
Rachel Murray popped another point. So there's a 4-point gap has opened up here in this game in the first stage of extra time. So Laura taking the puck out again. Cavan will be wanting to win this puck out. Emer Smith has got possession of that ball again. And Emer's just went too far over the line with the ball in hand, and that's resulting in a line ball for the Cavan team. The Armagh players trying to pick up Cavan to close off any potential gaps for this sideline ball. I'm not sure who's taking. Number 10 for Cavan's taking it, and that's straight up the line there and blocked out. And the number 10, Ciara Hill. So Shanice is deemed of just fouled the player there on that. There wasn't much in it, I didn't think there, Emer.
I didn't think there was much in that now at all. She dispossessed the ball and she went for the ball, Shanice. So,
yeah.
You know, is the referee taking Armagh's side at the minute? So.
Watch her here, Shanice. Shanice, watch her here. Go by, yeah.
So we have number 20, Orla Curry, on the ball there for Armagh, popping it down to Ciara Donnelly. Ciara's trying to escape the clutches of a couple of Cavan people. Is bouncing in there for the keeper. And well done by the Cavan keeper. Great work there. And popped it out into the space.
There's a lot of tired legs out here as well.
Yeah. You can see the players are getting tired, or there's not as much injections of speed going on when they're going for the ball in the open space. So the ball is run out over the far line, and it's a sideline ball to Armagh. So we have Ciara Hill, number 10, stepping up to take this sideline ball. So they haven't run the clock on the scoreboard first, so I'm not sure how long it's gone.
Well, I have here my watch on, and there's just over 8.5 minutes, I think, on.
Erin Galligan, the number 6. for Cavan, but that has again gone out over that far line. A lot of line balls, so we need a wider pitch, Emer, maybe. Ciara Hill stepping up to take this line ball. And she's got a good bit of height on that ball. Bernie Murray's blocked that down for Shelley McCardle. Shelley's going to drive that into the forward line here. And she's aiming for Catherine Began. So we have Ciara Donnelly now trying to get the ball back. It's in Cavan's possession. It's been hooked and kicked out by the Cavan player. And that's a line ball from this side just below us for Armagh. So the Armagh girls have started brighter in this first stage of extra time. Cavan fighting for every ball though, and there's still a good bit to go. It's still anyone's game here. That's a great sideline ball there by Ciara, but unfortunately straight into the hand of the Cavan defence. Number 6 from Cavan driving that ball right back up the field. And we have Ashland Harvey here for Armagh on the ball, and a bit of a collision there with two players. Again accidental, but the referee has give the free to Armagh. There's Shelley McCardle stepping up to take this free in for Armagh. And she's driving it straight in there towards Rachel Murray. And I think... So that's the first 10 minutes of extra time have played. Armagh have a 4-point advantage. Cavan haven't managed to get a score on the board in these first 10 minutes.
Here, I have another pen.
Emer, what's your thoughts on that first 10 minutes there?
Oh, look, I think there's a lot of tired legs out there. Cavan just seem to be running out of steam. But look, it's after all the rain that we did have, it's got very warm here as well. So hopefully Cavan will find their feet now for the next 10 minutes.
Still all to play for here.
Absolutely.
It's 4 points, it's 2 pucks of the ball to bring it back level.
It takes absolutely nothing to bring it aside Camogie back to a draw game or even the winning side. So Cavan just need to keep their head now and just focus on...
just keeping their cool, focus on the game.
Yeah.
You know, and take the decisions as they're given. Unfortunately, the referee makes a decision. It doesn't matter how much you shout or disagree with it. He's not going to change it. So
no, it's the referee's decision on the day. You know, I did think he was giving a few handy frees there to Armagh in that half. Some things that I just didn't think was liable for free, but thanks.
Yeah. It's one job I certainly would not want to do. I don't envy the job of a referee. It's a
horrible job to have, especially when you have between players and sideline and then spectators shouting at you. It's not a nice job to be in, but look, someone has to do it, I suppose, too. So
yeah, a few more messages there. We've got Tommy Brady on from sunny Bally James Duff, Cavan man. Of Pauline Cahill from Derrynoose, my home club, and I see she's tuning in there now. So we have 338 tuning in from both sides and from all over the world, which is great. So again, a big shout out to Mac AV for enabling us to bring this game live to you. To Nevin on camera and Darren, who's hiding in the van, keeping himself warm and dry and all the rest of it, you know what I mean. But thanks very much, guys, only for yous. And again, thanks to Graham Moore, the facilities here. The pitch is in great nick here today. And thanks to Graham Moore for hosting this game, this Ulster Intermediate semi-final match between Armagh and Cavan. The winners of this game will go ahead to the Ulster Intermediate final, where they'll meet Antrim seconds, and that their game's scheduled to be next Saturday. So I'm not sure what happens if this is still level at full time. There's mention of 45s. So it'll be
45 shootouts, so
there'll definitely be pressure on players there. I certainly wouldn't want to be stepping up to take one for it to go wayward.
I actually have never been to a game where it was penalty shootout or 45 shootouts, so it'd be exciting
to
see.
It could go on for a while though.
Yeah. But that'd be exciting now to see.
So both teams are having their final words of inspiration from, I see Erin Galligan's talking there. She's an immense camogie player and a very well-known name in Cavan camogie. The Armagh team down the other side there, and their manager Matty Lennon is giving them their final pep talk there for this last 10 minutes in this Ulster Intermediate semi-final match between Armagh and Cavan. I was just mentioning earlier, we had on the panels we've got 3 soaring stars. I know Roisin O'Keefe from Cavan got a soaring star, but she's out with a cruciate injury, which I suppose is a big loss to the Cavan team today.
Yeah, huge loss, yeah.
And then we also have the Donnelly sisters from English on the Armagh team who got soaring stars. So last week, your quarter-final was cancelled last week, was it?
Yeah, we were due to play Tyrone last weekend, and they pulled out the day before.
Yeah.
So
You'd nearly prefer to have the game as preparation other than
absolutely.
not have the game.
Every team doesn't want to see teams pulling out or not being able to field a team or play a game. Everybody wants to play games rather than have trainings. So it was unfortunate, but look, it is what it is. And
so we're getting prepared here to start this second stage of extra time. The Armagh girls and Cavan girls getting back into their positions. So the next 10 minutes should hopefully make the decision of who is progressing in this Ulster Intermediate Championship semi-final.
I think there's actually a substitution there for Cavan as well. I see even Fitzpatrick has gone in there, the full forward. And Gillian Brady is off
here. So straight away Cavan in possession, but they're dispossessed there by Armagh. And we have down this near side here, Bellen Lavery and the number 13 for Cavan. So Cavan in possession down here, passing the ball back out and the ball being sent in. Is this going to go in? No, this has went to the left and wide. It's unfortunate for Cavan. But they're on the attack, so Kerry Devlin for Armagh now preparing to take the puck out. And the puck out's going down the middle. And straight to the number 20 for Cavan.
Oh, yes!
Yeah!
And that there, puck out that went straight to Cavan.
Hannah Fitzsimons.
Hannah Fitzsimons has resulted in a point for Cavan.
Push up to her, Hannah, that's it. Come on here again. One up.
So puck out to this near side here. Hands up by Armagh, and it's drove on the ground there. So we have Emer Smith coming on the ball to try and get possession, and she's going to drive that on into the half-forward line, and she finds Rachel Mary. Rachel Mary turns, and Rachel's going to have a go, and has this got enough miles? And we have Bernie Murray then coming in here. And unfortunately, Ciara Donnelly just picked that off the ground, so she did. So that's going to be a free out. Has a missed opportunity for Armagh there. That ball should have been in the back of the net, but the Cavan keeper stepping up to take the free out for Cavan. And that's going out into the middle of the field. Ciara Hill's contesting for that there. I have Grania McWilliams. It's cut out there a bit. Shelley McCardle's on the ball now. And that's going to the number 18, which is Katie Convey. Katie's passed it out. So there's been a foul on the player, so that's a free to Cavan.
Yeah, I think Shanice was fouled there, but I think it looked like Shanice thought that she was after fouling the Armagh girl, but referee called it that Shanice was the one being fouled, so we'll take it.
So it's a free in to Cavan, and they're going to pop this straight into the danger zone again. So
yeah!
A goal
Sorry,
for
everybody.
Cavan. So Cavan has drew the game level with a goal into the back of the net.
Here we go, Risha. Here we go.
So Emer Smith, ball has run past her. So we're level here again in Graham Moore, so we are. We have a number 13 for Cavan on the ball, and she has overcarried that ball, deemed by the referee. It seemed a little bit quick for him to blow her on that, but Shelley McCardle now stepping up to take this free in. So there's obviously a bit of dissent or not moving out of the way in time, and the referee is again taking that ball forward. That's a few times today he has done that.
Sorry, everyone. I'd say I bust the eardrums there with that goal though, Jean.
It's all right. We'll allow you.
Yeah, I just got very excited there. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah. As long as there's only a cheer, nothing else.
Yeah.
So Rachel Mary stepping up to take this free, and she's obviously going to go for the point. Blocked down by Cavan. So the Armagh forwards need to be on their toes. And that there stick too high there on the player. And a free out to Cavan has been awarded.
That goal there has just made it very exciting now. It's back to a draw.
It's back to a
Game
draw.
is again.
It could go anywhere, so it could. That's it. Bernie Murray has got possession. And Bernie's popping it down into the corner for Ciara Donnelly. Ciara's looking a wee bit tired there, but she's passed it over to Rachel Mary. And then into Emer Smith. And Emer Smith is going to pull the trigger on that one. And that has gone over the bar. And that's Armagh 1 point up again. So the score here is 15 points to 111. So 15 points to 14. In favour of Armagh. Who did get that? Emer Smith. So Katie Convey with Shelley McCardle in possession of the ball. Shelley's driving forward, so she's been tracked by two Cavan. She pops it off the stick into Emer Smith, her club counterpart, and they're popping it on into Rachel here. And Ciara Donnelly's also there. They need to get possession of that ball. Rachel bursting out and is popping it over. Ciara Donnelly has the ball in hand, and Ciara's driving through, so she is. And she's put that in the back of the net. What a score from Ciara Donnelly. Straight off the crossbar. Sorry, it was my turn to be excited there. Sorry. So we're at 115 to 111. This is a cracking game. You wouldn't want to miss this game. I hope you're all enjoying it. Tuning in online. See someone down there with a bit of cramp, and that's probably not going to be the first or last girl down with cramp. The legs would be heavy.
I think that's Ciara Finnegan down over there with the cramp in her leg.
So the wind's picking up here a wee bit. My bottle of water is blowing all over the place. But sure. The Cavan player still being attended to there, but she seems to be up and at it now again. The Cavan keeper, Laura, preparing to take that puck out. And blocked down. And blocked down to Orla Curry it is, and she's chasing that ball. She didn't get a good strike on it. Partial block there, drove down into the Armagh defence with the number 19. Ball's been popped across. Ball's popping out everywhere. So, bit of a push there, and the referee has given a free in. Four minutes left in this second stage of extra time, and Cavan with the free. So I'm not sure, the decision is to be made whether to go for their point or to drive it low. But the Armagh defence needs to be tight on this. And they went for the goal, and that there's on the line, so it is. And the Armagh defence have escaped that goal chance for Cavan, and that's a 45 to Cavan. I'm not sure who in Armagh got their stick to that, but I don't think it matters as long as someone did.
Yeah.
But a very, very good drive from, it's one of the Kinahans, I think, took that, was it?
Yeah, Clodagh Keenan took that one there. She was
very, very
told
good
on the
drive,
sideline to
low
go
and
for
hard.
goal,
And they're going low again, and that there's a stick, an Armagh stick on it. Ciara Hill then has got it in the air, but there's nobody out there for Ciara, but she's, I suppose the pressure's off. She's put it out over the line, so it's a line ball to Cavan, and they're looking to take the quick one, but just wasn't quick enough, unfortunately. So Emer Hayes has got that ball there. Throw ball for Armagh, and that's a free into Cavan. All the excitement's down here. The Armagh defence being pushed to their max under pressure, and Cavan fighting hard to try and get that ball into the back of the net. And into the last few minutes of extra time here in Grahamore. And again, will they go low or will they pop this across the bar? That's gone over the bar for a point by Cavan. So the Armagh puck out coming now from Kerry Devlin. Armagh need to be on their toes. Cavan chomping to get the ball back down the field. And Rachel Murray on the ball there. Orla Curry there to help her. Rachel's still fighting to get that ball up. It's been fumbled there by Cavan, and Shelley McArdle's there to put a stop to the Cavan attack. And there's bodies down all over the place, so there is. And the linesman has given a line ball to Cavan. Armagh need to be on their toes. It's a great sideline cut, but unfortunately has went out over the line further on down, so that's a line ball now to Armagh. So currently the score is reading 115 to Armagh, 112 to Cavan, 3 points in it, a goal in it here in Grahamore. Ciara Hill stepping up to take this line ball for Armagh. Sideline, playing sideline ball here. It's like Wimbledon.
It's just over and back and over and
Over and back, but the clock is running down rapidly here for Cavan's opportunity to try and either level this here or indeed secure the win. Shelley McArdle has it and drives the ball up into the corner. Ciara Donnelly's running for it. Catherine Beggan moving into the centre as support. Ciara Donnelly's got possession of that ball and she's trying to turn her player. She pops it across and she's got Emer Smith there. Emer's just fumbled that there, and Emer's going to pop that as a wee security point for Armagh. So that's 4 points in it. Well done, Emer Smith. Cavan taking the puck out here quickly to try and get the ball up the field. Ciara Hill just fielded that in the ball from that puck out. Immense job by her. Emer Smith, the last point scorer there on the ball again. And they're just taking a little bit too long on that ball. Cavan have come in and stole it off them. So Cavan moving down the field here. Cavan going on the attack. They're driving through, so they are, but the ball. I'm not sure what Bernie Murray has done, but the referee's not happy with her. That's the number 11 for Armagh. And he has his notebook out, so he has. So that's a second yellow for Bernie. So that Bernie Murray is off. Second yellow for Bernie Murray, which results in a red card, which is unfortunate for Armagh. Okay, we're down to the last seconds of this game. It might be a little bit additional for some injury time with cramp, etc. We've got the lineswoman down here with the flag up for a change, but I don't think the referee sees her. So play is going to continue here, and that's a wide ball for Cavan. The wind just caught that and carried it too far, so the girls couldn't get possession. So Armagh puck out again. Kerry Devlin taking the Armagh puck out, but this is going to Cavan. Ciara Donnelly up from the full forward line, getting in the mix here. And that is time up. So that is a victory for Armagh, 116 to 112 after a gallant effort by the Cavan team. And an outstanding performance from Cavan, Emer, and a great fight back from Armagh in that second half.
Yeah, look, at Armagh thoroughly deserved it now in that extra time. Cavan just seemed to have had tired legs all over the pitch. you know, but it was brilliant game, and Cavan girls should be very, very proud of themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's some outstanding individual performances there from the Cavan girls, you know, and it's never nice to be on the losing side in any competition, club or county, but unfortunately that's the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, for my own Armagh, well done. The first half definitely, I felt Cavan were the superior team and were performing much better than Armagh. The second half, Armagh fought back and ended up bringing the game level in normal time. And as you say, in extra time there, it just seemed that Cavan were just run out of fuel really, and they were a bit tireder.
Yeah, like you can see Ciara Finnegan there is out in the pitch. She's literally lying down trying to get her legs back to normality. She's hopping off the pitch here now, so it's a credit to her and the rest of the girls that they literally gave it everything they could. Like they didn't leave an ounce of anything on the pitch. Like so.
Well, I'm sure this is we're hoping this is not going to be the last time Armagh and Cavan cross paths this year.
Yeah.
With the Premier Junior Championship starting in July, I know Armagh and Cavan are in different groups, so there is a slight possibility that we might have a rematch in the Premier Junior Championship. But
sure, look.
Wishing Cavan the very best of luck in it.
Thank you.
As well, it's their second year, but last year was slightly different. But you know, it's great to see them up on the Premier Junior Championship as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's from all of Cavan wishing Armagh the very best of luck in the Championship Ulster final next weekend.
Yeah.
So hope you do it.
They better do it now. We'll do it for Cavan as well as Armagh.
Exactly.
So folks, that's us going to wrap it up here now. We're leaving Greenmore GSC here. Again, thanks to everyone at Greenmore GSC for facilitating this game. So thanks to Mac AV again for enabling us to bring this game live to you all, to Darren and Nevin, to my co-presenter Emer. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you, and it was a pleasure delivering this game out.
You too.
And well, hopefully we'll let you know if the BBC or RT contact us for you know, actual paid employment to do this commentating crack.
Yeah, it'd be great.
All right, so take care everyone, and talk to you all soon.